Hello students, welcome to the revision session of English. Today we are going to revise the first chapter of English literature, that is Daffodils, written by William Wordsworth. This poem is considered to be one of the best poem in his modern times. The poet narrates a small incident in which he got an opportunity to see a huge number of daffodils in a valley. The theme of the poem is beauty of nature. The theme of the poem is beauty of nature. Okay, now let's begin with the poem. Here, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a laughing company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So, the rhyming scheme of the poem is A B A B C C. Okay, so this is the rhyming scheme of the poem. Cloud rhymes with crowd, hills with daffodils, trees with breeze, day with gay, glee with company, thought with brought, lie with eye, mood with solitude, and fills with daffodils. So let's begin with explanation of the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. So here you can see that the poet is roaming. He is going somewhere without any purpose. The poet is going somewhere. He was wandering over there. He was going somewhere without any purpose, and he saw a huge number of golden daffodils, and these daffodils are beside the lake. All right, so you can see that daffodils are the flowers which are yellow in colors, but the poet has described them as golden. Why? Just to express majesty, just to show the majesty, just to beautify it, but beautify the line. A host of golden daffodils, that means crowd of huge number of daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. What were they doing? What were those daffodils were doing? They were fluttering and dancing. Where they were dancing? They were dancing beside the lake. Lake के पास में वो क्या कर रहे थे? Daffodils dance कर रहे थे. Okay, they were moving to and fro. How they were dancing? The daffodils were, flowers were moving to and fro. Okay, एंड दे वर मूविंग टू एंड फ्रो इन द ब्रीज. हवाएं चल रही थी जिसकी वजह से वो जो फ्लावर्स थे वो क्या कर रहे थे? आगे पीछे मूव हो रहे थे, जिसको पोएट ने कैसे डिस्क्राइब किया है? फ्लटरिंग एंड डांसिंग के फॉर्म में डिस्क्राइब किया है. व्हाट वर दे डूइंग एक्चुअली? दे वर मूविंग टू एंड फ्रो. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. Waves beside them. All right. So beside them, see, these are the daffodils, and beside them are the waves. This is the lake, and the waves in the lakes were also, it seems like they are also dancing, but the dance of these daffodils, they are very beautiful. They are very, very beautiful, far better than the waves. A poet could not but be gay in such a laughing company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So the poet could not do anything in that. He could not do anything, but he was very happy. But he was gay. He was gay means he was happy. All right. So he could not do anything. What he could do over there? He could not do anything. कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते थे वो. पर वो क्या हो रहे थे? वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा मन ही मन खुश हो रहे थे ये सारी चीज़ों को देख करके. इन सच अ लाफिंग कंपनी, इन हुज कंपनी, लाफिंग कंपनी, इन सच अ लाफिंग कंपनी, किसकी लाफिंग कंपनी में? डैफोडिल्स के. laughing company of daffodils. All right. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what he was doing. Gazed and gazed. What is gazed and gazed? What is gazed and gazed? He was looking. He was looking at the daffodils. ठीक है, वो सिर्फ उनको देख रहे थे. देखना किस तरह से देख रहे थे? जैसे स्टेयरिंग कर रहे थे. ठीक है, एक ही टक से टकटकी लगा करके देख रहे थे. वॉज जस्ट लुकिंग एट द डैफोडिल्स, स्टेयरिंग एट द डैफोडिल्स. बट लिटल थॉट वॉट वेल द शो टू मी हैड ब्रॉट. उनके माइंड में एक थॉट आया. अ थॉट केम इन टू हिज माइंड दैट वॉट वेल्थ. वेल्थ हियर रिफर्स टू द वेल्थ. वेल्थ यहाँ पे किससे रिफर हो रहा है? हैप्पीनेस से रिफर हो रहा है. ओके, वेल्थ हियर रिफर्स टू द हैप्पीनेस. वॉट वेल्थ मतलब वो जो उसको गेज कर रहे थे, द वे ही वॉज गेजिंग एट द डैफोडिल्स, इट ब्रिंग्स लॉट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस इन टू हिज माइंड. उनके माइंड में बहुत सारी क्या आ रहा था? उनके दिल में खुशी हो रही थी देख करके. ऑल राइट. फॉर ऑफ्ट वेन ऑन माई काउच आई लाई इन वेकेंट और इन पेंसिव मूड दे फ्लैश अपॉन दैट इनवर्ड आई which is the bliss of solitude. So when he was on his sofa, on his couch, he was lying on his couch, and the poet is saying that whenever he lie on the couch in a pensive mood, in a sad mood. Here pensive means sad mood. In a pensive or mood means sad mood, and vacant means not, he was not doing anything. He was just in a vacant hours. In a vacant hours, when he was in a pensive mood and lying on a couch, on a sofa. Here couch means what? A sofa. Okay. सो इन हिज वेकेंट आवर, जब भी वो कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे होते थे उस समय, व्हेन ही वॉज इन हिज पेंसिव मूड, जब वो थोड़ा सैड मूड में होते थे, दे फ्लैश अपॉन द इनवर्ड आई. सो उनके मन की आंखों में, इन हिज आई द फ्लैश ऑफ गोल्डन डैफोडिल्स केम इन टू हिज माइंड. ओके, वो जो गोल्डन डैफोडिल्स थे जो वहाँ पर फ्लटरिंग कर रहे थे, डांसिंग कर रहे थे, दैट थॉट केम इन हिज माइंड विच इज़ द ब्लिस ऑफ सॉलिट्यूड. सो सॉलिट्यूड मीन्स लोनलीनेस. ऑल राइट. Solitude means loneliness. उनके उस खाली समय में, वो जो सॉलिट्यूड का टाइम था, उस समय वो जो डैफोडिल्स का थॉट था वो क्या कर रहा था? ब्लेस कर रहा था, ब्लेसिंग का काम कर रहा था. ऑलराइट, ब्लिस मीन्स ब्लेस. एंड देन माई हार्ट विथ प्लेजर फिल्स एंड डांस विद द डैफोडिल्स. सो दिस मेक्स हिम वेरी हैप्पी. This makes him feel very happy. So with the thought of that golden daffodils, when he was lying on his sofa, on his couch in his vacant hours, in his sad mood or in his pensive mood, so the flash of the golden daffodils which he saw near the lake, those flash came into his mind, in his inward eye, that means in his mind. Here inward eye means into his mind. All right. So this work as a blessings in his solitude. वो किस तरह काम करते थे? उनके माइंड में को शांति देते थे. ओके, ब्लेसिंग का काम करते थे इन सॉलिट्यूड, इन हिज लोनलीनेस. एंड देन माई हार्ट विद फिल्स विद प्लेजर. देन माई हार्ट विद प्लेजर फिल्स. तो उनका जो हार्ट था, हिज हार्ट फिल्स विद प्लेजर. दिस thought makes him feel happy and light and dances with the daffodils. So he also in his own mind, not really, not in a real form, but in his own mind, he's also started dancing just like a daffodils. Now let's see few of the things here. I wondered, that means he was also wandering like a cloud. You can see that the poet is compared. I refers to the poet. I refers to the poet itself. All right. Here, wherever you can see I, it's just a poet. उन्होंने I किसको रिफ़र किया? खुद को रिफ़र किया, क्योंकि ये जो पोएम है ये ऐसा हो रहा है कि जैसे कि पोएट खुद ही पोएम हमें सुना रहे हैं. सो दैट इज़ वाई I refers to the poet. यहाँ पर you can see that as a cloud, the poet is described, or sorry, the poet is compared as a cloud. So Which poetic device is used here? Simile. All right, simile is used here. So what is simile? Simile is a poetic device that is used for the comparison. तो वो एक ऐसी poetic figure of speech है जो कि कंपैरिजन के लिए यूज़ होती है. जैसे कि पोएट को यहाँ पर कंपेयर किया गया है क्लाउड से. तो पोएट इज़ नॉट अ क्लाउड, नो, बट वो जिस तरीके से क्लाउड स्काई में फ्लोट करते हैं, सो पोएट वॉज ऑल्सो wandering in the valley for without any purpose. So that's why the poet Wordsworth compared himself with a cloud in this poem. यहाँ गोल्डन के लिए मैंने अगेन आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट गोल्डन वर्ड डिस्क्राइब क्यों किया गया है, जस्ट टू शो द मेजेस्टी और टू ब्यूटिफाई द लाइन्स. सो येस, अगेन यू कैन सी crowd. So a crowd of or host of golden daffodils. So this is what? This is again another personification. All right. So personification, figure of speech personification is used here because daffodils are not human, they are the flowers, and flowers or any non-human things cannot dance or behave like a human beings. So what is personification? When any living or non-living object behave like a described like a human being, so it is called as personification. तो यहाँ पर जो host है, host किसके लिए? भीड़ के लिए यूज़ हुआ है. crowd किसके लिए? भीड़ के लिए यूज़ हुआ है. तो flowers कोई भीड़ नहीं लगा सकते, like a human being it cannot form a crowd. So यहाँ पर poet ने daffodils के लिए crowd यूज़ किया है. So this personification is used over here. अच्छा, again you can see that fluttering and dancing. Again fluttering and dancing. How can a flower do the dancing? Dancing is a form of art which a human being can perform, but flower cannot perform any kind of dancing or singing or fluttering or like that. So that is why so here fluttering and dancing, again personification is used. Personification, figure of speech personification is used. Now let's find out something else over here. You can see dances and daffodils and dances with the daffodils. You can see that here alliteration. Alliteration is used. Why alliteration is used? You can see that dance D and daffodils D. The first letter of both the words in the same line are same, that is DD. So it's come in the form category of alliteration. So that's it. I hope that you have understood the poem. I hope that you have understood the explanation along with the poetic devices that is used in this and the rhyme scheme. All the doubts are clear to you. So take care of yourself and thank you. Study well at home.